It's finally happening. Jake Paul is fighting Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
8772 RadioU. This is one of those hand strikes and gives a flower situations because was it this past weekend or this coming weekend? Jake Paul was supposed to be fighting Tank Davis, which was a sham of a fight.
Yep.
And that got called off, and they weren't able to sell tickets for it. And obviously, Tank Davis got into some domestic violence controversy. And so that went away. But now it gets replaced with something even better.
Yeah, this is the fight everybody wanted initially, because this was the one I think that was first rumored after the last fight Jake Paul had, and everybody was like, all right, who's he fighting next? And this one kept getting rumored, but then he was like, no, actually, I'm going to fight somebody way smaller than me, guys.
Yeah,
Are you excited?
Yeah.
No.
It's definitely, you can't promise somebody $1 million and then give them $50.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So Jake Paul will fight Anthony Joshua December 19th. You're going to have trouble streaming it on Netflix that night. And it's going to be, Anthony Joshua he's held a heavyweight title in our lifetimes, unlike most of the people that Jake Paul has fought. And so this is actually going to be a real, plus I think this is important to note too, because Jake Paul's fight against Tank Davis was supposed to be, it was an exhibition.
Yeah, it wouldn't count toward the record.
Like I said, sham. It didn't matter. They could have had any outcome, and it really, we couldn't have batted an eye, couldn't complain.
These TV allegations were actually fake. It was all a part of a scheme to just, make it go away.
Yes. And Tank Davis was half his size. There was no shot he was ever going to get knocked out, which is what the people want, right?
Right.
Jake Paul would get knocked out. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, this is a professional fight. It matters.
Yes.
And Anthony Joshua could absolutely knock out Jake Paul.
I hope he does.
I think we all kind of collectively do. But would that be the end of this? Would that be then the end of the Jake Paul situation?
No, Jake Paul's ready for a comeback
then
story.
Then it would be, they probably already have it in a contract. Paul versus Joshua 2.
Yep.
And then maybe he would get to knock him out again, which would be pretty fun. But even Dana White of the UFC, the chairman of the UFC, his literal quote is, everybody's going to get what they've been... Let me try again. Everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for. It's a weird way to put it. It's a weird order of words.
Yeah.
But that's what he said.
Okay.
Implying that we're all going to get what we asked for, which is Jake Paul getting knocked out.
Yeah, he warns that Paul might get knocked out. And I feel like, okay, here's my thoughts. I'm excited for this fight. This was the initial one that everybody wanted. Mm-hmm. Will I watch it? No, because it's on Netflix, and the last fight on Netflix against Paul and Tyson was terrible.
You'll try. You won't be able to.
Yeah. And also, I'm not big into boxing, but I do think this is more of a legitimate fight than what we were going to get with Tank Davis, which I think was supposed to be this past weekend. But, obviously the controversy there sucks, and that didn't end up happening. Sucks for all involved, but I do think that this is building up to be a moment where it's like, finally, Jake Paul's going to get knocked out, and then it's not going to happen.
We're just waiting. I was just thinking the same thing. I'm waiting for the rug pull.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
What's the catch here?
Yeah, right.
What's the catch?
How is this either not going to happen at all, or we're going to realize, possibly after it's too late, the wool has been pulled over our eyes.
Yep.
We've been bamboozled once again.
Yep.
At least the only positive is that it's not pay-per-view.
Okay.
So it's not like you're going to be out anything but your time. And I guess any money that you might foolishly wager on this.
Right.
Just don't do that.
And it's also around Christmas. Are you really going to take that time away from your family and watch Christmas movies?
We're all getting together. Everybody. The whole cousins, grandparents. Let's watch him get knocked out.